Time for an update on the Thunderbird. She's on jack stands, so that means I'm getting serious. You can kind of notice I've been very busy in the engine department, if you couldn't tell. I've also been working on the braking system. So what I've done is I ripped the water pump off. I got a new water pump for it, but we were just waiting on the gaskets for it. I pulled the thermostat and the reservoir out. I pulled the radiator out. I blew all the chunks of junk that were in it. Because if you didn't know, this car hasn't run or moved in 20 years. We were here on a Saturday. Within an hour, we got her running and moving under her own power. We're just making her better. I have fallen in love with this Thunderbird, but the sad part is we are selling this one. We are not keeping this one. By the way, this is a 428 4-valve big block, baby, with no emissions. This thing is a torque monster. My dad can confirm she does burnouts. Back to what we're doing on the engine. My father has taken this old Holley double pumper and rebuilt her, so now she runs perfect. I'm also going to be doing an oil change, but I'm also going to change that big fuel filter on the bottom of the fuel pump. We're also going to be putting in a new set of points and condenser and spark plug wires, and we have gotten a set of old new stock AC spark plugs. I'm also going to be putting in a new thermostat as well. We also got brand new belts for her, and also this AC compressor is seized, but we're not going to fix the AC. We're just trying to make her really good at running and driving. Now on to the brakes. So the previous owner has actually mounted a 68 Thunderbird master cylinder, and this Thunderbird is a 66. So the master cylinder for this car is actually supposed to be about like this big with two lines coming out. He put a bigger master cylinder on it, and to make it fit, he had to cut some of the crossbar out. We're going to be putting a 68 Thunderbird master cylinder back in her because she's already set up for that. And what's nice is that this car only had 1.5 gallons of bad gas in it. So we put 5 gallons of good gas in her, and the fuel pump is pumping perfect. I'm also seeing on some areas of the engine that this motor was rebuilt before she was stored. Also, the transmission looks brand new. So on the front, we're actually going to put new rotors, new bearings, new calipers, and new rubber lines. In the back, I already put in brand new wheel cylinders and adjusted the drums right. I'm also replacing a rubber brake line underneath the car because that is already starting to leak. I'm going to be putting in new front shocks. Also going to be putting on a new hood latch on this side because this one broke. The two biggest dilemmas that are going to happen with this car is that the lights do not work. Headlights, running lights, blinkers, nothing works. And also, this has power windows, as you can see right there. So the front and the back windows are actually controlled electronically, and none of them work. I can kind of hear the back passenger one trying to work, but it just doesn't want to. And then I also had a weird idea with this car. Remember those Lincoln Mark 7 wheels I have? These ones right here. Don't mind me. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, let me go get another one. Oh, I'm about to bust. If you're thinking about running these wheels, you actually are going to need a 1-inch spacer up front because it just touches the caliper, and just longer studs for the front and the back.